Hello guys, welcome back to AI Sciences. Today we are going to discuss how we can develop a virtual assistant with the help of Jarvis AI in Python. So let's get into it. The first thing that you need to do is you need to install libraries. So these are all the libraries that I have already installed. The first library is speech recognition. The second library is PyJokes. The third library is PySX3. The fourth library is PivotKit. The fifth library is Wikipedia. And the last library that we have installed is PyStudio. So if you do not have these libraries, just install them, and let's move on from this now. In the first step, we are going to import speech recognition library that will make sure that our microphone is listening to us. So to do that, let's first write speech recognition as SR. So we are importing speech recognition as SR. After that, let's make a function listener of this object SR, which will recognize the command given from our microphone. Now the next step is how can we make sure that microphone is taken as a source. To do that, first thing we'll make sure that our microphone is taken as a source. So for that, write sr.microphone and adjust it as a source. After that, we need to make sure that our system is listening from this source. To do that, what we'll do is we'll write voice is equal to listener.listen so that it is listening from us, and we will write source here. The next thing that we want to do is we want to convert this into text. To do that, we need to write listener.recognize Google so that it is converting it into a text form for us to print later. So let's write listener.recognize underscore Google, and what is it recognizing? It's recognizing our voice. After that, let's print the command, and in the accept part, let's just write pass. Here, as you can see, I don't know what it is responding, but it will listen to us. So let's run this and let's see what it gives. Hello Alexa, how are you? So now let's see what it gives us in result. Okay, so as you can see, it has given us hello Alexa, how are you? Now let's see what it gives us in result. So it is converting whatever we are saying into a command, and it is giving us that in text. Now what if we want it to write here something before answering us what we are saying? For that, what we can do is we can just print here something like start talking. Okay, so now let's that again. So it is asking us to start talking, and it will give us the response whatever I am saying. So let's see if it gives the correct response or not. So it has given us, so it is asking us to start talking, and it will give us the response whatever I am saying. So all of the things that I have said, it has read all of that. But we do not want that. We want to take the only inputs which are linked with Alexa. So allow me to demonstrate that with adding a little bit of code. Now we want our result to be always in the uppercase to lowercase, so that the results are in lowercase letters. As you can see, the results are already in lowercase, but still what we will do is we will put on a command that will make sure that the results are in lowercase even if they are in uppercase. After doing that, let's make a function or a command that will only work when Alexa is written in it. It will take our input and place Alexa on the start of it. So let's do that. Let's write if there is a word such as Alexa in command. So what does it do then? So command is equal to command dot replace, and what do we want to replace it with? We want to replace the word Alexa with nothing, right? So after that, let's print the command again. Okay, so with nothing, and after this let's print the command again, this time in this. Let's delete this as well. So there we go. Let's say what we want to, and let's see if it hears us or not. Let's save it. Hello Alexa, how are you doing? So as you can see, it has decreased the word Alexa from the whole command. So this is how we wanted it to print. Now we are giving commands to Alexa, but it is not giving us any results back. So if we want Alexa to talk back to us, we will have to import another library and define a new engine for it. The library that we are talking about is pyttsx3. So this library will let Alexa talk back to us. So for the first step, let's create an engine for text to voice. So let's define an engine, and let's say that that engine is dot init, which will be the default engine for now. And after that, we'll have to tell it what does we want it to say. So let's say engine dot say, and in this we will say, hey, I am Alexa, what can I do for you? For you. And after this, we are going to run the engine and we are going to wait. Now let's run it.
Hey, I am Alexa, what can I do for you?
As you can see, we can get this as an output from Alexa now. So this is it. This is the result that it is printing outside. So we have said, you can see we can get this as an output from, and it has demoted the word Alexa from here. So this is how we can make Alexa talk back to us. Now, as you have heard, it is repeating the things that we have said in a male voice. What if we want to use a female voice? For that, we will have to get voices from here. So let's say voices is equal to engine dot get property, and then at the end we are going to write voices here again. And after that, we are going to set a voice which is male voice as default. So let's set it by writing engine dot set property, and here we are going to say voice, and then we are going to say voice 1 dot id. By default it is male voice, but now by writing this we can also use female voice as well. So now let's see what is the result here.
Hey, I am Alexa. What can I do for you?
So as you can hear now, it has changed into female voice, and it will also print out whatever I am saying. We can also make a function here for the same thing. So to do that, let's write define talk as our function, and we say engine.say, the same thing as we have done before. And engine.say, this time we say that there is a text, and after saying that, what we will do is we will run and wait, right? So this is how we can also make a function of this sort. Now we do not need these two commands, which are engine.say and engine.run and wait, and also we need to change this part as well, through which we can make Alexa repeat whatever we are saying. So for that, we just have to call the function talk, and it will have our command in it. So whatever we speak into it now, it will talk back in the same way. So let's see what it is saying now. Hello Alexa, how are you?
Hello Alexa, how are you?
So now you can see that it is repeating whatever we are saying it to say to us. After this, we need to develop a system in which Alexa is responding in the way that we want. Before doing that, let's make sure that we have another function. Let's call it function take underscore command, and in this function we have all of this data, and also we need to change it again to print command. So let's increase indent for all of this. Okay, so now all of this is in the function, and what do we want to return? We want to return the command. So this is the same thing, we just have made a function take command in which it is printing the command that we are giving it. Now that we are able to give the command from our side to receive the response from Alexa, let's build another function. Just for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be asking Alexa about playing a song on YouTube, what is the current time, about any person from Wikipedia, any joke, relationship status of Alexa. So these are the only 5 things that I'll be talking about. So let's make a function run Alexa here. Define run underscore Alexa. And in this function, let's first give it a command. Where is the command coming from? It is coming from the function take command. And after this, let's print the command as well. Now, what if there is a word in the command and we want to use that word to open a specific thing? For example, if the word play is in the command, so if play is in the command, then what we will do? We will play a song from YouTube. However, we haven't imported the libraries that are going to be used for that purpose. So let's import pivot kit, which we are going to use for YouTube, and also let's import date time, which we are going to use to ask for the current date. After this, let's import Wikipedia, which we are going to use for a Wikipedia search, and at last let's import pi jokes, which can be used for jokes. Now that we have done this, let's get back here. So if there is a word play in the command, then the first thing that would happen is replace that word with nothing, right? So let's replace play with nothing. This is the first step that we need to take. The second step is to use the talk function, and the talk function is going to say that playing and plus whatever is the song that we have just said, which will be the command. And after that, how we are going to use that song to play on YouTube? For that we are going to use pivot kit. So we just need to write pivot kit here, and then we will use the function play on T, and here we will write song. So it will make sure that we are playing a song on YouTube. So this is the first command that we wanted. The second one is, what if it asks for time? There is a word called time in command. What should it do at that time? At that time, it should show us the current date time, for which we are going to use the function datetime dot now. And here we are going to make sure that it is in string format. So string format for time, and the format is I, and then what we need next is M, and then what we need next is P. Okay, so this is the format which we are going to follow. So after this, it will tell us what is the current time. For that, let's run the talk command, and in the talk command it will tell us current time is, right? So it will tell us the time that we have just calculated. So let's write time at the end. So the next thing is, what if we want to talk about any person? So for that, it will have some words like who is in the command, right? So in this case, what it should do is, the first thing is it should replace who is with nothing. Let's save it into a variable person. Command dot replace, and what are we going to replace? We are going to replace who is with nothing. After this, we are going to ask Wikipedia about that person. So let's write Wikipedia. There is not an E, there is an I here. Dot summary. So it is how we can access Wikipedia, and then we will call function in as person in it. Then we will print out the info, and at last we will call it into the talk function. So now let's give it one or two more commands. Let's take a command like we are asking it, are you single? And it will be in command. And as a result, it will talk back I am in a relation with internet, right? Something like that. So other than that, what we can more add is we can ask it to reply us if we ask for a joke. So if joke is in command, then it should just talk back. We do not want to print anything. It should just talk back. And what is it going to talk back? It is going to use the library PyJokes, and then it is going to get us a joke, just like that. And at the end, let's ask it to tell us that please repeat the command again. So if it does not understand what we are saying, then it will ask us to repeat the command again. The last thing that we need is we need to keep it running, right? So let's write while true, run underscore Alexa. Now let's run it and let's see if we are able to do this or not. Hey Alexa, play a song. Play a song.
Playing Hey Alexa a song.
Okay, so it is giving an error. Play on T. No, it was not play on T, it was play on YT. So let's change it. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Now, hey Alexa, play a song.
Playing Hey Alexa a song.
Okay, as you can see, it is working perfectly, and we can do the other commands as well. We can ask it for time, we can ask it who is what, and all of these other things. So let's try it as well. Let's ask it to tell us a joke. Tell me a joke.
Why do Java programmers have to wear glasses? Because they don't see sharp.
Okay, so this is how we can ask it to tell us a joke. Let's ask it some other thing as well. Are you single?
I am in a relation with internet.
There we go. As you can see, there it is putting all of our commands and it is giving us results according to that. So this is how you can develop your own virtual assistant with your own customized commands with the help of Python. So if you are fed up with all of these virtual assistants, just go on and make your own. It is very easy. I have also uploaded code with it. You can just copy paste the code and make your own virtual assistant. This is it for today. Let's meet up again for another video with a new project.